that they can win the race outright as well, which would be an enormous result. And then the fight for Class D, where there are 4 cars currently on the lead lap of the class battle. So that one is going to go down to the wire, and it's Michael Hazelton leading, driving a BMW. Caleb Heffron, very fast young rising star, is second in class in the Subaru BRZ. Stian Creel is third in the Mazda, and then the Toyota 86 of Nick Windsor fourth. They're all on the same lap, they're all within a shot of winning, and they're all driving different cars. It's game on.
It's game on, all right. Just behind them, Ruben Dan leading Class E. He's got to make sure that he doesn't get caught up in that battle there, incidentally, because he's looking to bring that car home in one piece. They've got a lap on the next car, Adam Brewer, in that battle for the Mazdas.
Very quickly, Jason Bargwana, Brian van der Wacker, who's your money on?
I think it's hard to go against Tom Randall. I think he's going to be very strong on this restart, particularly with that car in between them, Bargs.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's a pretty obvious one right now. Tommy Randall's probably the car to beat. But I've got to say, Cammy McLeod, just before that safety car, was flying. And he has got the eyes on. He wants to go forward. And he's a real good chance to get into this A2 battle, which is, by the way, a fight for the lead. The question mark around Tommy Randall was fuel. I think he's going to make it.
I think they are good to go full rich, as they'd say in the garage, to the end. Thomas Randall becomes the safety car. It's up to him to pick the go point. The fight is on Easter Sunday at Mount Panorama, and the field says see you later to the Thrive BMW. Thomas Randall leads them back to green with 13 minutes of racing to go. The High-Tech Oils Bathurst 6 hour. There's Josh Buggleton pulling out. Cam McLeod pulls out. Oscar Target's car still got nothing. It's overheating. It's slowing. And it's losing positions. Their hope of a Bathurst victory, even a podium, is disappearing. But Randall clear out in front. The fight now on Muggleton, Slade and McLeod behind that leading BMW.
Exactly to your point, Jason Bargwana. Cam McLeod is going to be the man on a charge right now. 4th car in the line. He's got the headlights on, going back into Griffin's Bend. Look at Meckler looking down the inside of some of our lap traffic as well. But this is going to be an interesting battle now. How's Steve Owen in the Lexus? They've just been slowly going about it today. Into 11th outright. Could they possibly sneak the big Lexus inside the top 10 here in the remaining 12 minutes of this race?
Stevie Owen knows a thing or two about big races at this place, doesn't he? He's driving that car very, very well. One of the heaviest cars in the race. Cam McLeod, he doesn't care how much the Mustang weighs. He is hassling the back of Tim Slade. Identical cars fighting this one out for a spot on the outright podium and the A2 class podium as well. Double duties last weekend in a GT4 car and in Mustang Cup, which he won, by the way. He is a form race car driver. He is one of the bright rising stars of Aussie motorsport, and he comes from a great lineage, going back to Peter McLeod, the 1987 Bathurst winner with Peter Brock. He's going to have a look down the inside of Tim Slade here. There's not quite a Mustang width given there. He's going to have to bide his time. Tim Slade knows a thing or two about defending at Bathurst.
That's what we saw was Cammy McLeod just before that safety car. He's taking all the risks, and he's now got that little bit of straight line advantage. He's got the toe side by side. They've got the job done. He is now out after Josh Buggleton, and if there's another safety car, he has a chance to be part of this battle for the lead. But Cammy McLeod, you can see that he was taking all the risks, leaving no room on the table, and has now got through into P3 on the podium.
1.4 seconds the leaders. Muggleton flying. Who's off in front? Kicking up the dust. Was it Muggleton or was it Randall? There's only 2 cars in front of these two. It had to be one of them. Muggleton's flying. He's got personal best first and second sectors in the Camaro and punches out that car's best lap of the race, 2:22.6. But it can't compete with the 21.0 Randall banked as the race leader. And now Cameron Hill looks up the inside of Grant Johnson. This is for position, and it's for second place in Class X as well. But Cameron Hill has higher aspirations than just a class podium. He can see the race lead cresting the rise at Mountain Straight.
Keeping in mind, car 1 decided to go in for those extra tyres as well, so he's got some fresh boots on car number 1, and he is making his way towards the front at a rapid rate of knots. He's already on the back of Slade here by the time they get to Griffin's Bend. So for Cam Hill, the margin from first back to position number 6, which Cam is in, is 7.5 seconds. If he's got fresh boots, he's got a lot of time to make up, but also traffic as well.
I know you asked for a predicted winner a minute ago. I might just just changed my mind. Is that all right? Am I allowed to do that?
I'll give you 5 minutes as the cut-off to lock your winner in before the end of this one.
Cameron Hill's on fire now, so he's obviously ranged right up the back of Tim Slade. That BMW is going to be fast. Will he be able to get to Cammy McLeod? Will he get past all these A3, A2 cars and have a chance at getting towards Tommy Randall? Tommy Randall's done a 57.4 in the first sector. He's opening up that gap to Josh Muggleton. Cam McLeod, the fastest sector for that car in the race. He's done a 58.0, 58.4 for Tim Slade, 56.9 for Cameron Hill. He's 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds quicker than the car in front in the first sector. And here he comes. He's going to be ranging on the back of Tim Slade. Look for a good exit, get the toe. He'll pull out past that Mustang on this lap.
Cam McLeod going quicker than he's been all race. Tim Slade, he's not indicating to let him through. I think the indicator's just been flicked on in the heat of this battle. There's another one for Cameron Hill. That's 4th position now for the defending champions. This race has only been defended successfully once. It was by Simon Hodges and Jaden Ojeda, who backed up their win in 2023 with one in 24. Could Cameron Hill, who was a last-minute call-up alongside Dean Campbell, deliver the Bathurst team back-to-back Bathurst victories? He is only 7 seconds away from the race lead with 8 minutes remaining in the race.
He's lowered that marker down already, hasn't he, as he works his way back onto the high-tech oils pit straight. Cam Hill, a 2:20.1. Your race leader out in front, a 2:20.6. He'll need a little bit more pace in order to catch your leader out in front. But again, he's still got 2 Class A2 cars in front of him. First up, Cam McLeod in the Mustang, then Josh Muggleton in the Camaro.
So fastest car on the circuit for that lap was definitely Cam Hill. The Josh Muggleton in the Camaro, 22.3. Cammy McLeod, a 21.5. So he was 8 tenths quicker, ranging up on the back of the Mustang, with the Mustang onto the Camaro. But Cam Hill now has got himself onto the podium. He's fought his way back from those dramas, from that penalty. Managed to take that extra pit stop, put some tyres on that car, and now he's got his sights set on P2, which is Josh Muggleton just ahead of him.
5 of the top 6 cars set their personal best lap of the race last time round, including the race leader. Thomas Randall knows that Cameron Hill is coming at them. He's got to hope that Josh Muggleton offers up some resistance here, because there may well be time. He's got margin 5.5 seconds out in front, but there's time for Cameron Hill. Cam McLeod 21.5 last time round. The only reason Hill didn't set their quickest lap was because on lap 90 they went into the 19s. They were absolutely flying as they were on the comeback trail at that point of the race. They're still pressing on in front. Tim Slade still going hard. Tyler Mecklem as well. This is still all up for grabs, and if Cam Hill gets past Josh Muggleton, the fight will be on between McLeod and Muggleton for the A2 victory and a spot on the outright podium. Oh no, and the Volkswagen stopped. It stopped on driver's right on the exit of Griffin's Bend.
And Cam Hill, importantly, has passed Muggleton. So if we've got a safety car right now, we're going to have the leader of Tommy Randall and Cam Hill nose to tail for a restart with only a couple of laps remaining. 6 minutes remaining at the moment. 5 hours and 51 minutes of racing. The timing screen has been lighting up like it's qualifying with green sector times all over the place. Cam Hill now, we questioned his pit stop. He's made it all the way to P2 and he's out after Tommy Randall.
Safety car.
With the drama.
6 minutes to go. Well, is it or does it end it? That's the question. Could a new tyre call win this for Cameron Hill and Dean Campbell? Or has Thomas Randall done enough? Will it be the fairy tale result? Good grief. Bathurst. What a place.
You could not write this script any better, could you? Unfortunately, the little Golf there had stopped on the exit of turn 2. They'll clean that up pretty quickly. They might be able to push that behind the fence. Open up a situation where we're going to go green, maybe 1 to 2 laps, and that's going to be on. That's going to be very exciting.
It's JP Messenger with the helmet on. He's the engineer for car 92. He's been there, seen it all. Sitting down in the race suits, Garth Walden, team boss. Behind him, Mike Henry. He used to run the Holden racing team back in the day. There's some brain power down there at GWR Australia, but right now there is absolutely nothing they can do but hope this recovery lasts more than 5 minutes.
Ian Graver started riding out car 92 on the trophy, but he's just had to rub that one out. Who knows what's going to happen here? That triple two car. Oh, it's going. It's off and running. It's had a reset. Oh, no. We're going to go green very quickly here. we could have a 2 or 3 lap race towards the end. Cam Hill on fresh tyres. This is going to be a very exciting battle between these two supercar stars, right down to the wire. The two cars that start on the front row, 5 hours, 53 minutes of racing, and they're back 1 and 2 on the track again.
And what's key is there is no lap cars in between. This is a straight out fight. And I was worried there for a moment because just before the safety car was thrown out, it was Cam Hill that just passed that Kia Stinger, and that was also another key pass. Nudes.
Brian, I've got another twist to the story here, and it might be involving car number 1. My senses and my sources tell me there might be another penalty coming their way from earlier on from a pit stop where they didn't stay stationary for long enough to the tune of 4 tenths too fast. Just a little bit of sleuthing I've done around the place. I'm not seeing it on the timing at the moment, but that might be a potential penalty coming the way of car number 1, which under the compression of the safety car would absolutely sink them down the order. So no matter what, whether there's a restart or not.
Nunes, thank you. Brian Van Der Wacker spotted it when it happened. They were about 4 tenths of a second shy. They had that 15-second additional time for their final mandatory pit stop, their 6th and final mandatory stop of the race.
0.6 of a second. So your 90 seconds is from your enter pit lane to exit pit lane. So you've got your stop time, and you've got to be able to achieve that.
15-second penalty.
Well, there you go.
15-second time penalty. Car 1, pit stop breach. Cameron Hill will be penalised 15 seconds for that pit lane breach, within sight of winning the race. And all of a sudden, there's a little breath down there at GWR. They don't want to smile too much yet. This place, this race, it's extraordinary, isn't it? Every time we roll up here, something crazy happens. The race finishes, by the way, at 5:13 p.m. local time plus 1 lap. It's currently 10 past 5 and 30 odd seconds. So potentially 2 laps of racing to come. Now, if you're Thomas Randall, Jason Bargwanna, put yourself in his shoes. Do you let him go?
Absolutely. You make sure that you got a clean jump. If he wants to have a crack, you let him go. What's it matter? You know he's going to get that penalty. We saw it last year in the 1000, Jimmy Golding crossing the line with the penalty. Well, no, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not even predicting it. But there is potential here. The pace that Cam Hill had, he may put pressure on Tommy Randall and has got the opportunity to lead this race. Wow, what a way to finish this. All that's going on, and we've still got Cammy McLeod and the Josh Muggleton in P2 and 3. Currently on the road, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all in a line, ready to go to the end of this race. 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining, so we're going to have a 2-lap screamer here.
Bathurst winning brothers, Brabhams, Sherrans, Van der Lindes. Could it be the Cabbages? Thomas Randall has it all on his shoulders. Cameron Hill has a 15-second time penalty. He's in 2nd place. He has got nothing to lose now. And look behind the Ford Mustang, having a look up the inside of the Chevy Camaro. That's for a class win and the final step on the outright podium. Cameron McLeod is racing Jared Muggleton. Josh Muggleton. His brother works in the sport as well. He'll be cheering him on. It's a crazy day.
It's a wild day at Mount Panorama, that's why we come to love it. Here comes Hill now, looks towards the left-hand side of Randall. Randall will park it on the apex. Hill sits back underneath the rear bar now through Griffin's Bend. Will he get the over and under? Now it's going to put him on the outside, heading to the Worth cutting. Is there an overlap here? Randall again though, still the left-hand side of the road. Hill has to settle for 2nd, back into the Worth cutting.
If you're Thomas Randall though, there's no point crashing, because you will hand the race win to somebody else. Needs to be thoughtful about this. Cameron Hill's got nothing to lose. He's got 15 seconds that's going to be added to his race time. It destroys their race. It drops them outside the top 5 outright at the moment. So he's just got to go. Randall eyes forward. Lap and a half remaining on the mountain on Easter Sunday. Another thriller, and Randall with 2 wheels off in the dirt.
57.4 for the first sector for Tommy Randall, 57.3 for Cameron Hill. Josh Mugger at 58.5. Cammy McLeod, 58.5. These little 2 battles for 1st and 2nd on the road. 1st and 2nd in the class. It's still pressure's on. These guys are pushing right to the limit.
Josh Muggleton was defending on the run into the elbow there. Covering the line in the Camaro. while Cam McLeod tried to get through. So the battle is on for the A2 lead. Cameron Hill's tucked up behind the Thrive Race for a Cure BMW. He's going to sail past. He's got to find some way to get 15 seconds over everybody in the final 6.2 Ks of the lap. The Camaro holds on too. Josh Bugleton is good for this. He is fending off Cam McLeod, one of the rising stars of Aussie motorsport, in a battle for what will be second and third outright and the Class A2 victory. Will it be Camaro or will it be Mustang? 1 lap remaining in the High-Tech Oils Bathurst 6 hour.
We've heard the story before, Camaro v Mustang up here at Mount Panorama. We're seeing another edition of that in the High-Tech Oils Bathurst 6 hour. 1 lap to go. Forget about your leaders out in front. Thomas Randall just needs to bring this car home. It's this battle for Class A2 honours. Has McLeod got something in underneath the rear bar here of Muggleton, your leader? Up Mountain Straight. Ben Cabbage watching on. What an emotional weekend for the Cabbage family. Almost 10 years since his wife Tula was diagnosed with breast cancer. The Cabbage boys brought this whole Race for a Cure idea to life, and here they are, $266,000 later they've raised, and this win, sometimes wins in motorsport, means so much more.
That Camaro's got some legs. Muggleton running up Mountain Straight was great. The Mustang better across the top. It might have to be a Hail Mary from Cam McLeod to get this one. This is for a Bathurst victory as well. Forget about the outright podium. That doesn't matter. This is for the #1 trophy in class. It's between Chevy and Ford. The new era of Aussie motorsport, replicated in production car form. And Josh Muggleton is driving the race of his life. The young gun can't get through a Brock Skyline. The Camaro's got to get out of the elbow well, and he might be a shot to hold on this one.
It's all going to be about that run off Forrest's elbow. We hold our breath. Good run, in fact, down the dip, and then that time by Muggleton. He got a car link between himself and McLeod. McLeod now will have to get the best run of his life out of Forrest's elbow if he wants a chance by the time we get to the TBA chase.
Leaders away. Cam Hill with 15 seconds to be applied to his car. So the defending champions are not going to get there in the end. And the Camaro looks in great shape down Conrod Straight. Chevy Power might well deliver from A2. But what about this story? Thomas Randall has been picture perfect today.
Gosh.
Oh, moment for Muggleton. He's off. Class lead change with inside of the checkered flag potentially. Or is he okay?
No.
Out down the inside, but out in front. 10 years of trying, 10 years of heartbreak. The Cabbage brothers win Bathurst with Thomas Randall.
Kevin McLeod gets over the line in P2, that outright, that last 2 corners to go, and he's made that passing manoeuvre. Josh Muggleton, that slight mistake will fall into P3. No, he'll end up on the podium anyway, of course, because Cam Hill's got that 15-second time penalty. Oh, how exciting. What a great result.
The battles to the flag continue on. So the A2 win goes the way of Cam McLeod. Cody Gillis has won Class A1. The Waltech car got there. It was a pretty close margin, 8 seconds to Holtzel back in the Evo. He'll be second across the line. There's the Team Buccini BMW. They complete the Bathurst hat-trick. They've done it. Outstanding performance by the girls who go back to back to back. Carly Buccini finally gets to drive a car across the line. The first team to win 3 in a row. And a dream that started when Ben's wife Tula was diagnosed with breast cancer culminates a decade later with a Bathurst victory for the Sydney-based Cabbage brothers, and arguably one of Thomas Randall's finest drives.
Congratulations, Tommy Randall. Started from pole position, but the Cabbage brothers, they've done an amazing job during the course of the day. They've stayed out of trouble. They've navigated that traffic. We've seen all those safety cars, all that drama. They stayed clear of it and put Tommy Randall in a great position towards the end. Cameron Hill on those tyres took the risk, but they were 0.4 of a second short on the stop time they required on their 15-second penalty that was applied during that last pit stop. They had to take it. They missed it by 0.4 of a second, and therefore have to apply that 15-second penalty again at the end. Cam Hill, an amazing job to cross the line first. It's the second time we've seen that in a period of 6 months. So a very exciting time. Noons, you're in pit lane with the winners.
Bugs, I am. Ben and Michael have been trying to do this for 10 years. You've been racing for a cure. Today you'll win for a cure. How good's that?
Unbelievable. Tommy, what a brilliant job he's done. Like I've said before, he's like a brother from another mother. Yeah, we're just stoked. We've dreamt of this since we were children. You know, the days when our dad was running around and seeing the likes of Brock and Johnson, and to be here and actually to achieve a goal that we've dreamt of since you're a kid, it's unbelievable.
These days don't always go perfectly, Ben. At one stage there I saw a bit of a damage to the wheel and something at the top of the mountain, a bit of contact. Look out, Garth Walden's in here for a man hug as well. Let's hug it out, boys. But for a moment there I thought, oh, is the Bathurst God's going to work against you here? But they looked on you today and bang, you're a winner.
Yeah, and that was my fault. I was trying to go around a slower car at the elbow and I kissed the wall, and you know, the GWR boys just sprung into action, and then my brother here pulled me out of the depths of despair by his stint, and then we've got Tom Randall, like, the guy's just a legend, you know. Well, I don't even know what to say. This is just incredible.
Go and spray some champagne. You are the winners outright of the High-Tech Oils Bathurst 6 Hour.
Thanks, Nins. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, beautiful.